April 1945. The war has just ended, leaving behind its customary mementos. A few walls, the acrid smell of yesterday's bombs, a handful of numb survivors to argue with the rats about who owns what. This was once the palace of a noble family. What's left of the palace has been requisitioned by a relief organization to house the refugees from the Nazi concentration camps, whose appalling doors have finally opened. In this house occurred a miracle, a moment many steps beyond logic, a moment that even in the darkness of war somehow allows man to continue to believe in himself. The miracle occurred here. And to her.
It's all right. There are soldiers. Come on now. Bring your case. Samuel. Samuel. We have our first lady. This is Ruth.
In a few days' time, the place will be filled with women. Gabble, gabble, gabble. Take the place as far from that hole as possible. When it starts raining, whoever sleeps under there better be a good swimmer.
Is he a soldier, too?
No, he's from the concentration camp, like yourself.
And why does he have a gun?
It's my gun. It's mine.
Well, he was with the partisans for many months.
Show her the records.
I'm sure Ruth believes you.
I killed at least 14 men, and I helped to liberate Warsaw.
As you can see, Samuel is too modest for his own good.
Well, isn't it true?
Perhaps from now on it would be better not to carry that gun around.
I like that gun. I wouldn't feel right without it.
Samuel, the people who'll be coming here have seen enough of guns.
All right.
Well, I'll go and get the rest of the forms, and meanwhile, Samuel will give you your bedding.
You really did kill 14 Nazis?
Didn't I say so?
How does it feel?
All right.
No, tell me.
I don't know what it feels like. When the rest of you women get here, I'm going to pack up and go. What does it feel like? Oh.
You'll remember about the gun.
Yes, yes.
Now, let's get on with the questions. Please sit down.
I always stand when I'm questioned.
Ruth, all that's in the past. Sit down. Now, how old are you? How old are you, Ruth?
19. I look terrible, don't I? Like an old woman.
Nonsense.
Tante Sarah said it was an absolute rule of life, that if you weren't married by the time you were 20, you were doomed to be a spinster.
When is your birthday?
August 9th.
August the 9th, you said. Where were you born?
Go away.
What?
Go away, I will. I don't want any more questions.
Well, we'll do it later. When you're feeling a little better.
Why must I be with the others?
Well, it's better for you not to be by yourself. You won't be so lonely. You can talk about, well, the future, boyfriends, all the giddy things girls talk about. Yes, sir. It was rather a silly thing to say, wasn't it? I don't know how to talk to you or how to act. They gave me a long list of do's and don'ts. I mustn't be emotional or show sympathy. How can I not show sympathy looking at you? You break my heart. All I can think of is, how did you live? What kept you alive?
My dream kept me alive. I could dream it whenever I wanted to. I didn't have to be asleep. During the morning roll calls, when they made us watch the punishments, or any time. I dreamt I had won a very special lottery. I had 7 numbers exactly right. And the first prize was that for 24 hours I could rule the world, do anything I wanted. Of course, I knew what I wanted. We were on the freight train that took us from our town to the camp for I don't know how many days. I was pressed against the side, and there was a knothole in the wooden board, and I could see out. So having won the lottery, I sent for every person that had watched our freight train go by. There was an old, red-faced farmer in a barley field, smoking a pipe, leaning against his fence. Some students at a crossing, on bicycles, laughing. One of them threw an apple core at the train in fun. A wedding party at one of the stations. Some workmen at night repairing the track. I remembered every face. I had them all brought before me, pale and stunned, and wondering what was going to happen to them. I told them they were going to die. Some asked me why. I said, for no reason at all, just because you were standing there when the train went by. At first, they thought I was joking. But when they saw I was very serious, and they weren't just having a bad dream, they became panic-stricken. You should have heard them. And when the time came, parents begged me to at least spare their children. But I had won the lottery. So, of course, I said no.
Right, Ruth, cry.
Why should I cry?
You can't hate forever.
Fräulein. I can't hurt you.
When the patrol hears me yell, there will be 10 men here in a second. How did you get in here? Have you been hiding here all the time? You must have heard me and that woman talking.
Woman? What woman?
You look very weak.
I must send a note to my wife in Stuttgart. She must know where I am.
Why? So she can come and rescue you? The patrol will find you any minute.
I must send Frida a note. Would you help me?
Well, I might help you.
Thank you, Fräulein.
But I haven't a pencil or paper or anything. I saw some on the writing tables in the other room. You will need a stamp, too. You won't go away.
No.
They would capture you at once.
Please, hurry, Fräulein. Very weak.
Frightened of guns.
There's a German soldier in my room.
What are you talking about?
I want to kill him.
Rubbish. Come on.
It's true. It's true.
Well, then why don't you turn him over to the patrol?
No, they would free him in a few months and hand him back to his wife.
Are you sure? Is there really one?
I swear. Let me kill him. You killed so many. I only did it in my dreams. Let me. He was here.
You'd better watch her. She's been behaving terribly strangely. Something must be wrong with her. She tried to steal my gun.
When the doctor makes his rounds this afternoon, I'll ask him to talk to her. She's behaved strangely ever since she arrived.
You will write the letter now?
Where did you hide?
Write it now so Frida will know where I am. Please.
Where were you hiding? They almost captured you. But I didn't tell anything. They would do something terrible to me if they found out I had been helping you.
If you would write the note, I would go.
In 5 minutes, they would capture you, question you, and make you tell about me. No. If I help you, I must help you all the way, to protect myself.
Yes, Fräulein.
For instance, I couldn't just leave a letter out there. They might see the address and wonder at it. I would have to find a post box. After I've posted it, I must go to the black market to buy you an overcoat or something to put over your uniform. I must be gone for half an hour.
I would wait.
I will have to make sure that nobody finds you while I'm gone. Then I'd really be in trouble. I will have to lock you in.
Yes.
Well, let's do it before I change my mind. What do you want me to say?
Her name and address is Frida Hessler, 176 Goethestraße, Stuttgart.
Yes?
Meine liebe Frida.
Hi.
Sorry. Just put, I'm hidden in the ruins under the Radzinsky Palace in Warsaw. And put my name, Wilhelm. I should say a word with the children.
Oh, we haven't all day. I'm a fool to be doing this. I don't know why I'm doing it. I must be mad. The black market is just down the street.
I'll watch you mail that letter.
Yes. Did you see me post it?
Yes.
Your wife should get it in a day or two.
Yes. I really should have asked about the children. She'll think I forgot about them. How ridiculous. It's all ridiculous, leaving them like that. You go along watching time pass and the children grow, and then Thursday's mail, there's a document. And the document changes you from a cashier in a furniture store into something entirely different. I sent your blue suit home and you look in the mirror under the sign Pride of the Fatherland, and it's not you at all. You're not even middle-aged anymore. The reflection in the mirror has never listened to music or read Schiller or sat up with the children when they had bronchitis. They're a machine, a gray machine. So you tell yourself so that when they say do this, do that, turn here, turn there, the machine does each of these things. You don't ask why, because the machine has no voice for asking why. And that's not true. I was not a machine. I was me. And if I saw a two-penny mistake in my account book, I'd yell why at the top of my voice. But when they said hate, and when they said kill, I didn't even whisper why. Pull the trigger, Fräulein. At least you have a reason to hate.
Good morning.
Samuel, please get Ruth's suitcase from the storage room. She's going to the sanatorium today.
When you've finished, I'll, all right.
How are you feeling?
The same as yesterday, Doctor.
Ruth, we are moving you to a proper hospital.
Why?
Then we'll be able to sort it all out.
Sort what all out? That I didn't see him?
I did.
Where is he? Where is my husband? Where is Wilhelm? I've had this letter. That's the one I wrote. But why did you write it? My husband was reported missing in action 6 years ago. He asked me to. His arm was wounded. He couldn't write. But he says here he's hidden in the ruins.
This sewer is right under the main palace.
How long has your husband been reported missing?
Since 1939. I don't understand any of it. I was planning to remarry, but the authorities said no. Not until death could be proven.
Wilhelm Hessler.
The woman whom we called Ruth is today alive, well, and happily married. When speaking to her, one detects an air of serenity that makes it hard to believe that she spent so many years of her life in Nazi concentration camps. She's as certain today as she was 15 years ago that she did indeed have an encounter with a German soldier long after his death. Now, while it is true that she was the only witness to this apparition, and that in her nervous state, it might have been an hallucination, this letter is no hallucination. This letter, which led to the discovery of the soldier's body. The case we have just dramatized was investigated by William F. Nietzsche, a dedicated student of parapsychology and editor of a respected English journal, the Psychic News. That hallucination, call it what you will, it somehow made it possible for a shattered human being to turn from self-destroying hate to a promise of life.